I'm back in Ballinasloe, County Galway today. Excited to be looking around 10 years on from one of People and Places' first projects to support a town team. This one run by a community development trust to do a baseline survey, to engage with stakeholders and come up with an action plan. We've been back since, but it's been quite a while, so I'm looking forward to wandering around with members of the development trust this morning and find out what's gone on, what's the confidence in the town, and what are the future plans. Let's see. Okay, Seamus, tell me a bit about the evolution of BACD.
Yeah, well, firstly, my name is Seamus Duffy. I'm chairman of BACD, which stands for Ballinasloe Area Community Development Limited. We'll actually be celebrating 25 years in existence this year. The origins of it kind of evolved from, this town was a bit different from maybe what happened in the rest of Ireland. Like in the 70s and 80s, Ballinasloe was booming. It had a lot of employment, a lot of young people, a lot of youth here. And then the opposite happened when we had the Celtic Tiger in Ireland. We lost a lot of the old manufacturing type jobs and got nothing to replace them. So a group of business people came together 25 years ago and said they wanted to create a group that could maybe bring employment back to town, a different type of employment, more modern, progressive type employment. And first of all, they purchased an old hospital building, a 27,000 square foot building from part of the old St. Bridget's Hospital. Apparently all the windows were broken in the place. It was in pretty poor shape when they bought it. So over the years that has been developed and it's full now. We've about 28 enterprises in there employing about 180 people. I became involved, the company that said celebrating 25 years, I became involved about 15 years ago. At the time the focus was solely on the business side of things and creating employment. But I kind of evolved that over time to get more involved in the community. And we got involved in various community projects because we had a rent roll coming there. We were able to take somebody on full-time employment, which was Lynn. And we saw a role in the community that we could play. We got involved with yourself then 10 years ago, People and Places, did a benchmarking report for the town. We formed a town team, and again that helped us pull different community projects together during the year. There was, earlier on in the year there might be involved the St. Patrick's Day Parade. There was a zombie walk that we did in October weekend. We did a People of the Year Awards, fashion shows, different community projects. Now some of them, and the Ballinasloe Life magazine, of course, we're into year 15 now of that. It's a 64-page colour magazine that we bring out every 2 months that features on all the positive things that are happening in town. That's self-sufficient, but some of the other projects require a bit of funding. But we're fortunate in the fact that the rent roll from the Enterprise Centre, we're using the profit from that to put it back into the community, and we've been very successful at that.
So Lynn, tell me a bit about this building, the story of getting to where we are now and what it's going to be used for in the future.
Yeah, so as you can see, we're in the middle of the construction site of our new enterprise hub, which is based in the town centre here in Ballinasloe. So based on our enterprise centre out in Queen, which is completely full, and the demand that we noticed for office space in the town, we purchased this building 2 years ago, and we managed to get grant aid. And we are in the process, and we're nearly there, of turning it into a state-of-the-art enterprise hub. And it's going to be for entrepreneurs, businesses, remote workers. And the idea being is to bring them all together so they can help and support each other. Because what we found is there's a lot of people working in isolation, and all of the businesses and startups in the area, they all have one thing in common. They might be good at what their business is, but they might be very good at business. So we feel that what we found is through our Pulse Club, by bringing the people together, they're able to support and help each other and ask the question going, I'm having a problem with X, Y and Z, and the person beside them was able to say, that happened to me last year, this is how I got over that. So we've just found by bringing people together, they're able to help and support each other. So we are hoping to open up this centre in the next 6 months, and it will be able to cater for up to 45 people here in the town centre. And our main aim will be to obviously support those businesses, but also there's going to be a massive spin-off for the other businesses in the town centre as well.
Fantastic. Seamus, tell me how BACD's been able to support the town team and the way that's worked to bring people together and boost the town.
Yeah, the key to it all is getting leaders involved. I use the concept that when the town team was set up first, I think we had 10 people on it. And if I asked any of them, 10 people, to have another 10 people with them in the morning to paint every door in the town red, they would do it. So that was how the town team started out. Now, over time, the concept has kind of changed and we've fragmented quite a bit into various groups. You know, there's a team that looks after the Ballinasloe Life magazine, there's a team that looks after the Christmas lights, there's the People of the Year awards, the Zombie Walk. Even when the town regeneration was happening here, there was 2 years of upheaval, which upset a lot of the businesses at the time, but they sat tight and we see now the rewards of the streetscape that we have, the footpaths. But again, what we did at that time, while there's no Chamber of Commerce in town, we picked 2 business people from each of the main streets around about the town, and they were the coordinating group that met with the architects and the engineers on a fortnightly basis to see where there were issues, where there were problems. They'd feed it back into Lynn, and us as a community group then, we were have the mailing list to be able to get the information out to people. So it smoothed the process, but it also, I suppose, copper fastened our involvement in the community overall. And going back again, the key to a lot of what we're doing is we've good leaders in various positions over various committees, but behind it all then there's probably the guts of 250 or 300 people of volunteers that are there that you call on and help us out. Like, for example, the magazine, we print 6,500, there are 3,000 letterboxes here in town. We get that magazine delivered into 3,000 letterboxes in the space of 2 hours. How do we do it? We do it with volunteers. We have the town divided into 10 regions or 10 districts if you want, a driver, car for each. We have a pool of 30 drivers, so we call on 10 of them at any given time, once every 2 months. We get 2 students or 3 students in each car from the TY in Garbley College here in town. And in the space of 2 hours, we've 3,000 letterboxes, the magazine in the letterboxes. And what do they get for it? They bring the kids for lunch afterwards and they enjoy that, and they miss a half a day at school, so that's still some grand, you know. But that's part of the concept on how we operate.
Okay, Colm, tell me how Ballinasloe Life magazine is more than just a magazine.
I guess the genesis of the whole project was about having an in-flight magazine for the community that was to speak about all the positives and all the good things that were going on in our town, in our neighbourhood and in our locale. And over the 14 years of publications now, we, I think, have achieved a point where the magazine is a barometer for people's and not antipathy, but enjoyment and feeling positive about their sense of place, about their sense of being part of a location where they're residing, whether they're studying, whether they're working, or whether they're retiring, or whether they're obviously just living or rearing their kids. They can trust the information that's in it. It's informative, it's energetic, they love the photographs, and they feel a sense of I think, a sense of affinity towards it, that it is theirs, and it proclaims that this is an interesting and vibrant community to live in.